Welcome to Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. My name is Doug, and today we're making another healthy recipe. It is my savory Mediterranean chicken with herb yogurt drizzle. Very yummy. Stay tuned. Okay, so welcome back to my kitchen. Yes, today we're making my savory Mediterranean chicken with herb yogurt drizzle. Very yummy. And I'm going to tell you all the ingredients you're going to need, and then we're going to start cooking. Now, as many of you know, I am on my weight loss journey. I am trying to lose 25 pounds in approximately 3 to 4 months. I'm going to see if I can do that. I have a workout routine. In fact, I just got back from the gym about a half an hour ago. And it is Monday, and I did my workout routine for Monday. And I even did a little bit more. And so I am hoping and praying that I can lose 25 pounds in about 3 to 4 months. And then, of course, I want to continue to keep it off. So my channel, or our channel, really consists of a lot of comfort food. Now, Yvonne, my spouse, he's a chef, and we've done some healthy recipes before. But a lot of my recipes are comfort food, and there's nothing wrong with comfort food every now and then. But if you eat a little too much of it, the weight starts piling on a little bit. So I'm really leaning more towards healthy cooking, healthy eating. And I just had my physical, and my doctor said everything came out great. The only thing she wants me to lose 25 pounds because I am 56 years old, and things can happen that are not so great. So I want to make sure that I stay healthy. So I am really going to watch my diet, and portions are important. You know, I used to fill up a whole plate. Now I'm going to try my best to only eat maybe half of it. I think that's going to help. If we ever go out to a restaurant, that's what I plan on doing, and then just taking the rest home and then maybe eating it the next day. Sometimes when you go to a restaurant, they fill your plate so much and you feel like you have to eat all of that. You don't have to. So I'm going to try my best to follow that rule. And then, of course, I cook more at home than we eat out. We probably go out to a restaurant maybe once, twice within a 2-week period. So usually I'm cooking at home. And like I said, Yvonne's a chef, so he always eats healthy because that's the kind of cooking he does, is healthy recipes. All right, so let's start this healthy recipe, my delicious savory Mediterranean chicken with herb yogurt drizzle. And we're going to start with the herb yogurt drizzle. So I have a half a cup of Greek yogurt here, and I chopped up some fresh dill. This is 1 tablespoon, and I'm just going to add that fresh dill to the yogurt. We're going to add just a little bit of salt and pepper, maybe about a half a teaspoon of pepper, and maybe about half teaspoon to a teaspoon of salt. Okay, I am going to add a little bit of dried parsley flakes to it. Just a little bit, a little shake here and there. It's not going to kill it. And then I have a whisk, and I'm just going to whisk that together, just like that. This is going to be for our drizzle. Now, we don't heat this up. This is going to be served cold on top of the chicken, just as a little drizzle. And it's going to add really nice flavor. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to put that to the side. And now let's start cooking up our mushrooms and our chicken. Okay, so we're going to start to make our mushrooms. And the way I used to make my mushrooms was with butter, of course. But the way we're going to make our mushrooms today is with extra virgin olive oil. So I am heating up my skillet here, and I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. We're going to heat that up. We're actually going to cook our onions, we're using approximately a cup of onions, finely diced onions, and we're going to add that to our extra virgin olive oil. Cook those up until they're nice and tender. That usually takes 5 to 7 minutes. And we're going to add a garlic toe to that, one garlic toe, finely minced. And then we are going to add the mushrooms to it. We're using baby Bella mushrooms that have been sliced. Make sure you always rinse your mushrooms before you start cooking them. And yeah, so let's get busy. Our oil is all heated up. We're gonna add our onions. We're going to cook that up for about 5 minutes on a low to medium flame. Okay, let's take a look at our onions. They have been cooking for almost 5 minutes now. They're looking really good. And like I always do, I always add a little salt and a little pepper to the onions while they're cooking. Probably like a half teaspoon of each. Give that a nice stir. The last minute, we're going to add our garlic like we always do. If you've been watching my cooking channel, you know that I always make my onions very similar to each recipe. Sometimes I don't add the garlic, but most of the time I do, depending on what we're making, of course. Now I'm going to add the garlic. That is one garlic toe, a nice substantial one. And just mix that with the onions. Cook that for around 30 seconds in there, on a low flame, of course. There's just something about garlic and onions that just, I love the smell of it and I love the taste of it. Okay, so to this mixture, we're going to add 1 more tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Give that another stir because we're going to be adding our mushrooms. That's why we need the extra virgin olive oil. So these are just baby Bella mushrooms sliced, 8 ounce. I believe it's 8 ounce. And just mix that in there with the onions and the oil. And these mushrooms will cook down, by the way. You want to give that a nice stir. We are going to cover this, and we're going to let this cook for around 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, so while our mushrooms are cooking back there, we're going to start to season our chicken. So I'm using tenderloins, chicken tenderloins. This is 1 pound. And I love working with tenderloins sometimes because they're smaller, and when we talk about portions, it really comes in handy. Okay, so we want to season them with salt and pepper. And I just season both sides of the chicken tenderloins. So I always start with salt and then I'll do pepper. Here's the pepper, freshly cracked pepper. Next, I'm going to use some oregano. Just sprinkle the oregano on top of the chicken. Remember, do both sides. Add just a little cumin. Very little cumin, just to give it a little sprinkling. And then Hungarian paprika, very important. And of course, with the paprika, I'm going to do both sides. Add some onion powder to the chicken. Both sides. That's the onion. Now I'm gonna do the garlic. So it's seasoned really well, and that's what you want. That's what's gonna help make these healthy dishes so good, because it's the way you season it. If you wouldn't put a lot of seasoning on your chicken, it would just be very plain, and that's why a lot of people don't want to eat healthy, because it's just very plain tasting. But if you have really good flavor, it makes it great. Our mushrooms are looking really good. See how they cook down? Now we're going to add some salt and pepper to the mushrooms. Even that we added the salt and pepper to the onions, but we just got to add that salt and pepper to the mushrooms. Very important. So I'll do about a teaspoon of salt and pepper. Now, since we used onions and garlic, I am going to add some extra onion powder and garlic powder to this. Just going to make it extra yummy. So there's my garlic. And there is my onion. So just a little sprinkling on top, and then give it a mix. This has about 2 more minutes to cook. We're going to cook the last 2 minutes uncovered. Looking good. Okay, so checking out our mushrooms. They look like they are done. I am going to transfer them to this bowl, and then we're going to cook up our chicken in that same pan. So we're going to leave the drippings and stuff in there, maybe add a little extra olive oil, maybe like a tablespoon, and then we're going to cook up our chicken in that pan. Stay tuned. I'm going to add 1 more tablespoon. Let's see, that's about a tablespoon of oil to the pan. And we are going to cook up our chicken. So I got my tenderloins here. Just add that to the hot pan. We are going to put this on a medium flame. Very nice. And for our chicken, we're going to cook up our chicken around 4 minutes or so on both sides. Then that should be done.
So mushrooms are low-calorie, full of antioxidants, and may support immune function. Onions and garlic bring anti-inflammatory properties and can support heart health.
Okay, so let's plate it. So here's my chicken. Look at that. Doesn't that look fantastic? And it smells so good. And so we got our mushrooms and we got our little yogurt drizzle ready. So I'm just going to put like 2 pieces of chicken, just like that, and just get some mushrooms. You do want to use a slotted spoon in case it's a little liquidy, but and I'm just going to add little mushrooms there, right there in the middle. I love the way these mushrooms taste. And then the drizzle of the dill, just a little drizzle. Look at that. What a beautiful dish, and I can't wait to take a bite. Okay, taste test time. Gonna have a little bit of that chicken with the yogurt sauce. Ooh, yummy. Very good. Some mushrooms. What a delicious dish. So good. So earthy and Mediterranean. Thank you so much for joining us today on Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. Remember, if you want that homey vibe, you need to subscribe, and please give this video a like. Until next time, my friends, happy healthy living and happy cooking. Bye-bye.